All right, you know how it is. So many people just going from one club to the other, and surprisingly, it was Chibuzo last season deciding to move all the way from Barcelona to PSG, and by Chibuzo I mean Lionel Messi. And then Cristiano Ronaldo left Juventus and went to Manchester United, and we're hearing that he hasn't even appeared in training yet, citing family reasons. But we all know the real reason behind that. He does not want to go to the Europa League to play with Manchester United. He wants to play Champions League football. Episode of Strictly Sports. And today it's Charles as well as KB, on the hot table with me. Is it hot table now?
Yeah, what's up, Joe? How you doing?
Why you
cook?
Why your blog? I said Charles, I said KB, you are just jumping around. John, how you doing? Have I greeted you?
How far now? What's up?
It's just going well. Just try push him. See, now this guy, now him be the Coco now. Baba don't sign new deal. Salah, new deal. Kai, money is good, man. We play football, or must play football, or shall play football.
Salah, highest paid African now, 350,000, man. 350,000 pounds.
Specify 350,000 what?
Pounds, man. Pounds.
Okay. No naira.
Naira is useless now. Naira not be currency.
No, don't insult your currency. Naira is not useless. You still use naira to buy and purchase things.
Yeah, that's true.
No, Naira is good. Okay, actually, about Salah, though. Salah deserves it. But the thing is, it's kind of hypocritical on Liverpool's part. So if you look at Sadio Mane, it's something they could have done for him too, considering how he has played for the club, how he has been for them over the years. And even though some Liverpool fans always fail to admit it, you can clearly see signs that there is a bit of preferential treatment, a hint of it, so to speak. Salah has always been seen as the better player, the more loved player, at least from my own perspective, the way I see it anyway. Salah looks like the player that is more loved by the club. Anyways, Salah is a very terrific player. He has done wonderful things, and I'm very happy that he has gotten this with a club that he has really put his sweat for. When he was still in Roma, people never expected him to do this much. When he was at Chelsea, then we were just like, is there another bust? But now Salah is a world-class player, probably part of the 1% of the 1% of top players in the world. So it's a nice one. He's an African, so kudos to him. He has done really, really well for himself.
Yeah, that's
honestly, I genuinely feel like Mohamed Salah deserves the new deal. To be honest, he's like one of the best players in the world right now. You have to pay the best players in the world the money they deserve. And just like Charles said, he has achieved a lot. Like, he has been doing wonders since he came back. He has been a revelation, and he has just been, just setting new heights and everything. I saw his records since he came, like the records before and after Salah came, and it's just mind blowing. But just like Charles said, too, I feel like Liverpool didn't really do well with Sadio Mane. Like, they should have done better. They could have done better, because what they did for Salah was exactly what Mane wanted. He wanted maybe a pay rise, wanted to feel like very, very important. Like, yeah, I'm definitely one of the best players, even if I'm not the best player, because it's kind of obvious that Salah is overall a better player than Sadio Mane.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but you still have to put Mane into contention. Like, you have to and please him and stuff. But it's just as if Mane was one of those team members that you could just do away with, since they already got Nunes. And I don't know, I just feel like they could have done better.
You know another thing that just keeps my mind, like, if you are looking at other players in other clubs, like, you see maybe Mane is being not so well. The club in particular that I'm talking of is Manchester.
Yeah, like that comparison that
if you look at the players, if you look at the players on the payroll, you look at the wages. No, I'm not talking of Manchester United. No.
Are you talking about Manchester
United?
I'm talking of
the salary. Yeah, Manchester United.
It's a joke of a club now. Manchester United is a joke of a club. It's nothing new. We already know the whole stuff happening in
crazy.
Manchester United.
It's a very crazy stuff. Where you
I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the highest paid player in Premier League. If I'm not mistaken, is paid 510,000. He is.
Yeah.
Then I think followed by KDB. KDB is paid 400,000. Then I think followed by David De Gea, 375. Yeah. So Manchester United, they're just it's just a joke of a club.
I don't know where they get the money from. It's just annoying me that.
No, the money has never been Manchester problems.
But if you look at their debt profile, they still owe a lot, and they still seem to be giving players very ridiculous contracts. Like, I still wonder how Phil Jones managed to pull it off. He basically hasn't played consistently for three seasons now. He's just in and out, and he's out for a very long time. When he comes back to fitness, plays one game, or he's not just ready, fit enough to even fit into the squad. So that's an example of what you shouldn't do with a football club, I guess, in my opinion, anyways. Because that money could have been better spent getting better talent over the pitch. So talking about Manchester United, how about this guy's cousin, Roman Bissaka's cousin, Tyrell
Malaysia?
Is it Malaysia? The boy that called
Malaysia. Malaysia. Oh no. How
Malaysia.
The guy now? How you take the guy?
Okay, I have to be very honest, but we haven't really seen him play, so I'm not going to start making judgment of a player I haven't seen played. You know, the way football is, sometimes we usually get lost in our own little world, and we think that only the players that we watch are good. Just the way Americans will call themselves world champions when they play sports in their country. You're called world champions. You win the American Football Championship, NFL, you're called world champions. You win baseball, MLB, Major League Baseball, you're called world champions. And you know that's about geography. What part of the world is China? And they could tell you China is somewhere in Europe. They will tell you, give them a map and ask them to point a random American and ask them to point at, you know, the map of maybe. Let's use a country that's even popular, a map of South Africa or even Nigeria. The person will be having an issue. If you pick a random Nigerian that went to secondary school or even primary school and you say point to the United States on the map, the person would most likely get it correctly. Do you understand? Because we get geography, and you know that's usually when you're in that you're just in one small space in your head. You think that only the things that you experience or you see are the things that are true, or the things that are factual, the things that are accurate. So because you haven't seen a player play, you start undermining that player. Or because you've seen a player's compilation on YouTube, you can do compilation for everybody. He's the best. Bakayoko, you do a compilation for him. Calibula Ruz of those days, you do a compilation for him and probably look like Lionel Messi. You get those players, even defenders. Defenders have compilations of them dribbling. Someone like Thiago Silva, someone like even Rudiger. Imagine getting a compilation of Rudiger. You think is the best thing since sliced bread. Then a player that even really, Olivier Giroud, for example, if you do a compilation of Olivier Giroud's goals, you probably would argue that he's the greatest footballer of all time. Do you understand? So can deceive you. Very, very this. So Tyler seems like a player because I was going
Tyrell.
Sorry for, you see, I don't even know him. That's the thing. So just from seeing him in transfer news and all. So Tyrell, Malaysia, for example, he's for most of the statistics for defenders, like let's say right/wing back, right and left backs and wing backs. He's in the top 3 in most of the major categories. You understand? He's in the top 3 for most of the major chances created, tackles, crosses, passes into the final thirds and the likes, to show you how consistent he was last season out there in the and something that is quite that's making the rounds right now is Cristiano Ronaldo. He wants to leave Manchester United. That's tricky, isn't it? Now it will be a 2 package deal or a two-way deal, sort of. When I mean two-way deal, I mean, or it will be a double blessing. If you're getting Ronaldo, it means you're also getting Ronaldo Jr. because he most likely would, not most likely, he definitely would shift, jobship with his father. So whoever is getting him will be getting Ronaldo Jr. benefit. So, your thoughts?
don't move faster than your shadow. First of all, Ronaldo hasn't openly come out to say that he wants to leave, although clearly him missing training for the past 2 days, you can see the signs are there. But to be honest, I think he wouldn't, like, Manchester United situation is just poor for him, and they don't look like a serious club at the moment. I don't like. Everybody can see it. Since they've been chasing Frankie De Jong for how many weeks? Probably since the season ended, you've been hearing the rumors, and it's not something that a player like Ronaldo will be thinking about. First, he has lost Pogba, then he's going to be having players like McTominay and Fred behind him. Even though Bruno Fernandes, yes, he's a quality player, but somehow it seems like he doesn't really fit in with Ronaldo's pattern. You can see that even from their national team games played together. So, to be honest, if he goes, I think it's going to be the best thing for him. He's in the late stage of his career. He should just get out and win more trophies. At this point, he's just trying to solidify his status as the greatest of all time. And I don't think Manchester United are going to give him that in the nearest future. I don't think so.
Yeah, really.
What do you say?
Yeah, I said I'm really in support of
Europa League. What's wrong with you, John? John, why?
Maybe add it to his CV. He should add it to his CV.
Wait. When Maradona was at Napoli, maybe the league, the European trophy one was the Euro Cup now, like similar to the Europa
Yes,
League.
UEFA Cup. UEFA Cup, yes, Europa League, yes, UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know then it was the UEFA Cup. So, well, the thing is, times have changed. Even when Ronaldo de Lima was at Inter Milan, right? Was it Inter? Yeah.
Yes.
I think he also won the Europa League.
He won the UEFA Cup.
UEFA Cup.
He never won.
So,
yes, he won.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Now, people are just more concerned about Champions League. Nobody is going to win the world best player by being the best player in the Europa League. So that's just how things are, unfortunately. And Ronaldo was one of the reasons why the Champions League is now this way. His rivalry with Messi, and before you know it, everybody's eyes, the money, the TV rights, everything just made the Champions League look like the best competition out there. So much so that some people think it's better than the World Cup. So I don't know, Sha.
Yeah, some people.
But for him,
some people.
That's right. Some people. Keyword some.
Yeah, people who are delusional.
I won't say delusional. They have a point. They may have a point, but let's not get into that discussion for today. So, Kevin, what do you think about Ronaldo? What do you think about him?
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo is a great player. He's a very hungry player. He has this personality of a winner. He is always dedicated. He's always very, very goal-oriented. He's a winner. Like, he's a born winner. He's a natural winner. So, yeah, definitely, you can't expect someone of Cristiano Ronaldo's personality to stay in Man U. Man U, they are like headless chickens. They're a club with, I don't know, I think they have a direction now, but I don't know, the whole execution of the process is just shaky. It's not clear. How can you be chasing the player since the end of the season, chasing Frankie De Jong? And recently, the report was Laporta, the president of Barcelona, said that Frankie is not leaving. Yeah, that Frankie is not leaving. That although we have to balance up the financial books, but still, Frankie is a very important player. So they might not even get Frankie eventually. They might not. They might, and they might not get him. So it's just very sad on Manchester United's part. They've not brought anybody. I know Anthony Martial is coming back. So perhaps maybe Ronaldo will be able to play better with Anthony Martial.
High school.
Yes. because he has that
Just
personality.
gone.
It's very, very cold.
You know,
Yeah, so perhaps maybe Ronaldo. But looking at it
he's
back
also
from
cold
like
in front of
a
goal.
very, very sports point of view, I don't think they are doing a great job at all. I don't know. Maybe okay. There was one funny thing I even came across on Twitter. I saw ETH. I saw his a training session with Ajax. They were trying to replicate the exact same thing with Manchester United. It was a very, very abysmal performance. It was very poor. Like, so they
He
started
just
very
got
long way.
to Manchester United. Let's be patient.
Yes,
Please.
yes, we are being patient. I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about the quality of the players. Are they still going to adapt? Are these not the same players that played under Moyes? Sorry, under what's this man's name? Ole Gunnar
Oh
Solskjaer.
yeah.
Are these not the same players that played under Ralf Ragnick, or what's his name? So
Wait,
are they going to miraculously just improve?
Kevin,
No,
Kevin,
Yeah.
can you, let's not forget some of these Ajax players fail to thrive or outside of the system.
Yes.
Sometimes they
yeah.
so it's only on the you can't really look at players. Sometimes a system will make a below par player to look quality. Why? Because the system moves. It's not like, let me not even use below par. Let me use an example. If you notice over time, like over the years,
Yes.
many countries, like from when the World Cup became popular and started, many of the countries, let me say the likes of Italy, Brazil, Argentina, and so on, then Germany, among only one never used to have a marquee star. Yes, they will have a star or have some players who are considered world class, but they hardly rely on one player or a couple of players. For example, in Brazil,
Germany.
Germany, thank you. From Brazil, you see the days of Pelé, Jairzinho back then, Garrincha,
Romario.
and so on.
Yeah.
Romario is even more recent. When you go back in Argentina, if you're not talking about what is it called now? Maradona. There was this guy before Maradona. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm probably
I think I know him. He's tall. He's a left footer too. He's tall.
Yeah, I've forgotten his name.
In fact,
Then,
when you talk about, I've forgotten his name too. I think it's Gian. Yeah.
When you talk about Luigi, is an Italian name now. So when you talk about Italy, you understand, you also at least be able to pinpoint some of their top players too at one point. So, but when you come to Germany, yes, with the big names, Beckenbauer, Müller, and so on, but they still played like even when their most important player gets injured, the machine still keeps going on because all they do is replace that piece. Yes, it might be a golden piece. They'll just replace it with an iron piece, not as strong as, not as precious as the gold, but it will still run. You understand? The machine will still run. It will still do its job.
Another thing we are missing out on for this system thing is Spain. Spain, yeah, clearly you can say Iniesta with their world-class players, right?
Yeah. But you know why I didn't bring up Spain yet? It's our generation that Spain started getting around. I'm talking about a system that has thrived through culture. Like the culture of the country itself came into the country.
Okay, I guess.
There's a reason they're called the man shaft, like they're called German machine for a reason. Let me use. Like, I started following the World Cup 2002, right? 2002 World Cup. If we're asked to call a star from the German team, we're going to call Khan and we're going to call Michael Ballack. Do you get? Then there was Closer. There was Schneider, and some other players that when you go back and I'm like, this player is a legend. This player played. But if they say we should call the Brazilian team now, we can easily call Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. Do you get?
Rivaldo, Cafu, Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos. Will come to head. When they tell you to call the Nigerian team, then you can easily call JJ Okocha, Julius Agawa.
When they released it, yes, sir.
No, didn't go to 2002. There was already a fallout at that time. You get? You can call Kanu. You understand? Joseph Abel was in that squad as well. So, if you call England, you call Beckham. Like that's the first thing that comes to your mind, David Beckham. That's an example. Owen, yes, but Beckham is like the first name guy that will come to your mind. David Beckham is like the first name that will come to your mind. Do you get me? Obviously, Owen.
I guess you.
Yes. So you don't know now. This guy now, Ten Hag can turn these Manchester United players into system players in such a way that, okay, I know that on your own, you might not be
They
quality.
are not so good.
You understand? But as a system, you can beat anybody. Look at what that Ajax team did now. They almost got to the final. If not for didn't come back. That's what it's capable of. But that's just that. That's just me bringing an analogy into this whole scenario. But that's just
I
what it is.
get what you're saying. Yeah.
We don't jump into. I wanted us to talk about Barcelona very quickly. You know, as we wrap up, their new signings. They finally cleared off some money, and
Christensen and Kessie.
They've told off 10% of their rights. I mean, what do they call it? TV rights. And now they can
15%?
sign players. They can finally sign players. Christensen and Kessie. And they are both on free transfer. So that's actually a very good deal from Barcelona. They were able to pick that up. So what do you think?
Yeah. So from their point of view, like you see it as they didn't have to pay the transfer cost. But at what expense now? I don't know if Kessie fits into Barcelona's system. I do not know. I don't know if he fits into it, but well, that's who they have. That's who they could get. And you know, Barcelona are this kind of fancy, full flair team. They always have their exotic passing around and all of that. I don't know if Kessie is that kind of player, but definitely he's going to add some quality to them, right? Even though it's going to be just part of the squad, when they have other competitions coming up, he's someone that you can rely on. So it's a good thing for them, anyways. But we just have to wait.
Well, I think what Xavi just talked about was apparently the midfield does not have much strength. Like there's no physicality in the midfield. So he wanted to bring in somebody with quality who is also physical. And Kessie was like the best option available. He's young too. So it just fits into Xavi's plans. Not really Barca's system of play, but at least into his plans of like, let's bring in someone that is physical and has quality too. I think that's like the major reason behind the case.
Maybe they will now integrate him further into the
Exactly.
Yes. What Barcelona is trying to do is, see, this thing is actually wisdom. No matter how much you want to pass around, do some stuff, you still need a little bit of someone who would help you take dominance. You know, if you notice, the problem Barcelona had last season in midfield was that they did not have a physical presence. Most of the midfielders were small.
So just technical players, no single physical player there.
Kessie is the kind of player that is very intelligent. Kessie has shown that he can play in different systems. Kessie is a league winner in Italy. So, and if you want him to pass, he knows how to pass. If you want him to carry the ball, he knows how to carry the ball.
He's a very, very good ball carrier.
Yes, and he's a very good set piece taker. He can, when it comes to penalty, he takes penalties for AC Milan. So at least they can rely on that because they've been inconsistent from the spot kick this season, or the previous season. That's Barcelona. So bringing in that person who exerts confidence and also brings in physicality into the midfield. Plus, like physicality now doesn't mean that it doesn't have the technical and other aspects. So he's equally as sound as all the midfielders in all these other areas. But he now brings in something that they lacked, which is physicality.
Exactly.
So that's a bonus for Barcelona. It's an extra credit for them. Yeah, an extra credit for them.
Yeah, I think we need to just.
You know, we're just joking before we started this episode that Chelsea struggling transfer market and all, but it's been reported that Raheem Sterling. So probably by the time we're launching this episode, Raheem Sterling might have signed already, or he might have been
5 million.
But 5 million. He has accepted personal terms. And you know the thing about this kind of stuff is, once you as a club, at one point you still meet the needs of from. We only just to see the player you find at the project. Who with Tuchel, he likes the project. Who wouldn't like the project? Remember, he's the same guy who, when Chelsea met Manchester City in the final, Tuchel was able to put James on him. You understand? Which James was able to put him in his pocket all through the game. And I'm sure that he must have been carrying that in. So getting the opportunity to actually play on the right wing alongside with James might not be bad after all. They've been doing that in the English national team. So just bringing it into Chelsea setup might just be something different.
Okay. Sterling brings in this cutting edge that Chelsea have lacked this past season.
Yeah.
Even though Chelsea signed Lukaku, it was as if they didn't sign anybody after his interview. Fallout with it. No. Well, yeah, Sterling is very efficient compared to the rest of what Chelsea has, and it's a very very good deal for them. I won't lie, very very good. I think there was a stat that we checked recently. Now he has scored more goals than
Sadio
Sadio
Mane.
Mane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more goals and more
yeah,
assists in
more
less
assists.
appearance.
In less games. Yes, that's
Yeah,
actually not a bad start. Considering
not
that
bad
he's
at
playing in
all.
a team where they do a lot of squad rotation.
A lot, like today
A
you
lot.
see Foden, tomorrow you see Mahrez, next like it's
And
really crazy.
then all of it, you just see Delap. And you'll be wondering, is this guy?
Who is
What
Delap?
is
What is a Delap?
Delap? What is a Delap? So, but that's just what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Yeah,
No, it's a good deal for Chelsea. Very good one. I won't lie. Like, well, maybe next season I'll be considering my options. Maybe I'll be a Chelsea fan for
which
a
option? Bayern Munich, please stick with Bayern Munich. We don't like people who jump around from club to club.
Please let me jump around in peace. Is it your jumping?
Are you a kangaroo?
Yes, no. But yeah, so after Sterling, who is Chelsea's next target?
No, I think it's the thing is there are targets. There's a list of defenders. For example, there's Koulibaly, there's Delete, there's Ake, and I've forgotten the other.
Yes.
Koundé, of course. So they need two out of these players. I've spoken to all the players. Out of these players, then there's a present one. There's a guy I think Matheus Nunes. There's a Portuguese midfielder, and I was the way fans hype players. I was seeing comparisons that is like a combination of Kovacic and Fabregas with more physicality. So he brings in, he's a central midfielder that can play as a defensive midfielder, and he brings in physicality into the team. So imagine, and I was also seeing someone saying, I imagine a partnership of Kovacic and these Nunes in midfield. It's going to be crazy and all. But the way football is, you need to see the player play first, before you start getting. Yeah, you don't want to get excited.
Chelsea may still win in this transfer season and this transfer window anyways. So I just brought up the statistics for the Sterling Mane comparison. So Sterling scored 78 goals and 34 assists in 161 appearances. Mane scored 77 goals, 24 assists in 169 appearances. So overall, it seems like Sterling was a better player, but I think Mane was more consistent across the season, if I'm not mistaken. Clearly because Sterling had his rotation issues at Man City. I won't call it issues, but he had rotation to deal with at Man City. So back to Chelsea. You guys may be serious contenders for second place or third place because Man City, my lord,
I think
we talk about
City have
Man
Haaland.
City.
For
City have
talking
Haaland.
both City and Liverpool, they are not joking around at all. So I think it will be third place.
In the episode, you remember the episode we recorded that we didn't get to release because of some
Liverpool,
issues
they are
with the
not going
sound.
to joke with at all. Their recruitment strategy is very, very crazy. I don't know who does it for them, but it's just mind blowing.
We spoke about
They have a world class
Haaland
coach. Obviously, we know that he's a world class player, so they're going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Definitely.
KB.
And we all know Man City will always be Man City.
KB,
So I think the position left is from third, fourth, fifth, sixth, wherever you want to take it to.
KB, calm down first.
But
Remember,
John, what do you think? What do you think?
yeah, can you hear me? KB?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
asking John,
So-
what do you think? What do you think Chelsea's chances are next
I was
season?
saying something.
Like,
Wait,
do you
I was
feel you
saying-
guys can challenge for the title?
KB,
Yeah.
KB can't hear me.
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear John. Anyways, John.
Yeah.
John wants to say something. John, go ahead.
So now I was saying that in the previous episode that we recorded that we weren't able to release because of sound issues. We're talking about Liverpool and Manchester City, having two top strikers in David Nunes and Erling Braut Haaland, and the fact that when things are not working for both teams, when they face each other now and things are not working, they could just turn into the cross and inshallah derby. So it means De Bruyne will just ping a cross for Haaland, and Trent Alexander-Arnold will reply with a cross for Darwin Núñez. So it's the best man taking the day. Whoever gets to nod the ball first will take the day.
I don't know how I feel about Darwin Núñez. I don't know.
Yeah, myself, I have my time. But I think we should do that in another episode. What do you think?
We can do that. We can do that in another episode, anyways. But I just feel he had a very terrific season last year. I won't lie. You saw how he demolished Barcelona, and you could see that he had some quality. But the thing is, it's just one season. Unlike Haaland now, Haaland has done it for 3 seasons at least, at the very least, at the top level.
Yeah, and he has done it in the Champions League. As in
Champions League. See, Haaland is a different level. He's like the part of the top strikers now. After Haaland,
yes, he's top 3 in the world. You can't even deny. He's top 3 in the world.
Lewandowski, Benzema, Kane, that probably because of their age.
He's up there with them. He's not after. He's up there with them.
He's there because of his pure quality.
Yes.
He has it. He needs to finish.
What about Kylian?
So Kylian,
Mbappe is not a pure striker now.
He's not a pure striker
now. But he plays as a top striker. So
yes, but we're talking about pure strikers, bro. Don't lose focus.
Well, Kylian is. You see how Thierry Henry was, that he could play on the flanks and play as a top striker.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Kylian is. So it's hard to just say he's a top striker because of his wide range. He can play across positions. But as for a very pure 9, someone that doesn't know how to play anything else except being the striker, Haaland is there. He's top there. Yes, Kylian with his skill set is also top. He's one of the top strikers around. But he also has.
I think it's that thing.
Yeah. We've been talking for a while. Oh, that's true.
Yes.
True. You know this thing.
All right.
So
thanks, guys, for being a part of this episode. Yeah. Yes, to hoping that the audio is good this time and we get to, people get to listen. So if you've gotten to this point of the audio, congratulations. You deserve a bottle of chilled Coke, according to just how our HOD back then in the university days would say, right?
Yes. I remember that.
Yeah. Professor Olufemi Olugboji, a wonderful man.
So,
all right, thank you very much for being a part of today's episode. Shouts and KB, it's been wonderful. And thank you to the listener. Yes, I said the listener because we care about you as a listener. Every listener is very important to us. Don't forget to spread kindness around wherever you find yourself. Bye for now.